What's up guys, T-Mart here, bringing you all a new Call of Duty World War II video. We've got some new and exciting information to talk about today, so hope you guys enjoy. In the background, you guys are going to be watching some TDM on Point de Hoc, the kind of like trench map. It's a lot of fun. I mean, if you guys have watched my other World War II videos, you guys have probably already seen this gameplay. I'm kind of in a rough spot because this capture event at E3 was super short. Like usually at a capture event, like the DLC events and stuff, we get upwards of, 10 gameplays or so, like 8 to 10. But at this event, we got one multiplayer gameplay on one map, one on the second map, and then one gameplay of war, and that was it. So I don't have a whole lot I can share because they didn't get to play that much. So hopefully in the near future, we're going to be able to have more capture events. I'll be able to get you guys more early gameplay. But in the meantime, let me know what you guys think. I mean, part of me wants to put World War II gameplay in the background while I'm talking about World War II. I feel like it fits a little bit better. But at the same time, I don't want you guys to watch the same gameplay over and over and over. So if I was to post a different gameplay in the background of these World War II videos, what would you guys want it to be? Black Ops 3, Modern Warfare Remastered, throw it back even further than that, maybe even Call of Duty World at War. I guess that could potentially work too. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. But anyway, today the first thing I want to talk about is the Thompson. The Thompson is an absolutely legendary weapon, and it's an SMG in this game. You guys have probably seen some gameplay from it. It was one of the two SMGs we could play with during the E3 build of the game. Well, it turns out that the actual name of the weapon in Call of Duty World War II is called the M1928. Like in the menus and stuff, that's what it's called. There's no actual mention of the word Thompson, but it is a Thompson. It's the M1928 version of it. So back in Call of Duty World War II, there were two different versions of the Thompson that were militarized. There was the M1928, which is the one in this game, and then there's the M1A1, which is the one that most people are familiar with. The M1A1 is the one we saw in Call of Duty World at War and plenty of other games since then. And you guys will notice it's got that kind of like boxy feature on its barrel, whereas the M1928 has that weird circular spiral type thing, and those are actually cooling fins on the barrel to help cool it down. So the M1928 is the version of the Thompson that's in Call of Duty World War II. Why does this matter? Why are we going off on this tangent here? Well, who remembers the ASM-1 from Call of Duty Advanced Warfare? Obviously, Advanced Warfare was Sledgehammer's previous game. Do you guys notice anything similar here? That's right, guys. The ASM-1 from Call of Duty Advanced Warfare was directly modeled after the M1928 Thompson. How crazy is this? Everything's starting to come full circle. And the Speakeasy, the gameplay you guys are seeing right here, the legendary variant that had that giant jump mag and was really good, everybody wanted it, that is modeled after the M1928 with the drum mag, or with the extended mag, which is what we have now in Call of Duty World War II. So, I mean, throughout the course of Advanced Warfare's life cycle, we started getting some throwback DLC weapons. We had things like the M1 Garand, the MP40, the M1911, stuff like that. We started getting all these World War II era weapons, which, I mean, looking back now, you can definitely tell that was a hint as for what was to come. But, I mean, even back in the original launch of the game, one of the very first guns that was available at the very first, right when this game came out, was a model of a World War II weapon. Like that's just, it's crazy, and it's weird to think about how all this ties together. And, even back then, 3 years ago, they knew what would be going on now. It was already all being planned out. So that's pretty crazy. And if you guys used the ASM-1 or the Speakeasy in Advanced Warfare, it looks and feels and will likely play a lot. Sorry, the FedEx guy was here. The dogs went nuts. But yeah, it looks, it feels, it's going to play a lot like the Thompson will in Call of Duty World War II. I mean, it's an SMG with a ton of ammo, with a high fire rate, decent amount of recoil, but a lot of stopping power. That's exactly what you can expect from the Thompson in World War II. So if you guys want to get a little taste of it, you could hop back on some Advanced Warfare if you feel like jetpacking around. But yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. Now, moving on, we've got a couple other things I want to talk about, mainly coming from Michael Condrey. So Michael Condrey is a very interesting fellow. You guys know he's one of the heads of Sledgehammer Games, and he's cryptic. He's a troll. He's definitely, he loves the internet. He loves his job. He loves messing with us. He knows how much we care about Call of Duty, and he likes to kind of get in our heads and tease us and give us information and leave us with questions and stuff like that. And he's been doing that lately. Obviously, with the game ramping up, he wants to build up that hype. So if you guys don't follow him, make sure you do. I'll link him down below. But anyway, one thing that he just directly flat out told us, which is kind of cool, is a brand new feature that we haven't ever seen before in Call of Duty when it comes to the score streaks. So a couple of days ago, Chaos or Jimmy tweets out his video where he's talking about all the World War II score streaks, breaking them down and stuff like that. And Condrey replies to him and says, pro tip, shoot the care package parachute once deployed if you want it to crash straight to the ground. So this actually sounds really, really cool. So right here, I'm going to show you guys some gameplay from one of Nadeshot's videos where he earned the paratroopers, which is one of the highest score streaks in the game. And you guys can see they come flying into the map slowly with their big green parachutes. This is exactly how the care packages work in Call of Duty World War II. So you call it in, it's dropped in, it slowly flies down. Obviously, with that big green parachute, it's going to be easy to see. It comes down slowly, and it even drifts a little bit, I believe. So, you know, I mean, all of that's recipe for disaster. It gives the enemies more time to see that it's coming in, set up to try to take you out and steal your score streak. So now there's a new feature where if it's in an open area where you know you're going to be able to get to it, it's not going to fall outside of the map or on top of a building or something like that, you can shoot that parachute to make it drop immediately straight to the ground much more quickly and decrease your risk of trying to actually go up and acquire it, which is kind of cool. I think that's pretty exciting. And when I saw them talking about this, I was like, oh my gosh, is this going to work on the paratroopers too? That's a super high score streak, so I mean, that'd be crazy if it did. And sure enough, Condrey confirmed that it does. He said, you can. We're still tuning the health and skill level of the troopers and looking at the score streak cost. Check back at beta. So that's crazy, man. One of the highest score streaks in the game up until this point, you can do devastating damage to by shooting their chutes as they're coming in. I don't know if it's going to immediately kill them. I don't know if it's going to weaken their health or what it's going to be like, but that's pretty big. So if somebody ever calls in paratroopers, you definitely want to try to shoot them out of the sky before they reach the ground. Now, this is a little bit concerning at the same time. Like, obviously they said they're going to balance it, so I'm sure they're going to find some sort of middle ground, but you know, I liken the paratroopers to either Raps from Black Ops 3 or Dogs from World at War. It's not the exact same thing, but it's the same idea. AI characters that run around the map and get kills for you. Now, in World at War, you had tons and tons and tons of dogs. Like, it was a crazy kill streak. In Black Ops 3, you had tons of Raps. I'm pretty sure, didn't we start off at like 12 or 15 or something like that? And then it was buffed up to 18. Like 18 different Raps were running around the map. That was absolutely nuts. In World War II, at least from what I've seen, now I haven't tried to earn the paratroopers yet, so I don't know, but based off of Nadeshot's video, as you guys saw, it looks like there were only 3 that were coming into the map. So, you know, for as high of a score streak as that was, that seems a little bit crazy. Unless these guys have a lot of health and they're super good shots, it doesn't seem like that would really balance out very well, especially if people are going to be able to do a lot of damage before they even get down to the ground. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. I'm sure it's going to be all well and balanced out, but I just found that really interesting. So remember that little tip for release day. Shoot down people's paratroopers. Anyway, moving on to the final thing, we have something that Condrey was talking about that isn't quite as clear. So like I said, this guy's a troll. He likes to leave you with open-ended questions, kind of wondering what in the world he meant, and that's exactly what happened here. So Hutch had a very big question I am keeping my fingers crossed for yesterday. He said, oi, at SH Games, at Glenn Schofield, at Michael Condrey, any word on whether World War II will launch with Gamebattles integration like Infinite Warfare? And if you guys don't know what's going on here, basically there's a new feature in Infinite Warfare that integrates it with Gamebattles. So Gamebattles is a competitive website where you sign up, you make teams, you band together with your friends, and you play other teams. And it's a lot more competitive than public matches are. It's a lot of fun. A lot of people really enjoy it, myself included. I used to post daily videos of it over on my second channel, and I'll probably start doing that again soon. But yeah, so it's really good. However, the normal system isn't all that great. Like, normally the website is completely separate. You have to look at people's names, add them, invite them to your game, deal with them not coming and waiting too long, and then have to report scores and submit proof that you won and stuff like that. It's a nightmare, honestly. It's very, you know, it's not very streamlined. And this Gamebattles integration with Infinite Warfare made it super nice to where it automatically invites people. You get put on a dedicated server, I believe, automatically reports the score, all kinds of stuff like that. So it makes the Gamebattles experience so much better, and it's really cool, but it's on Infinite Warfare. And no matter how cool it is, it's on that game where a lot of people aren't enjoying it. The competitive scene is definitely down this year, and it's just, I mean, even though it's an awesome feature, it's not really being utilized because of the game it's on. So a lot of people, including myself, oh my gosh, it'd be so awesome to see it return. And Condrey replies, are you asking, will World War II launch with GB? Or like IW launched with GB, with a crying, laughing face? And I mean, obviously, Twitter, text, it's kind of hard to get emotion and sarcasm and stuff like that. But is Condrey firing shots at Infinite Warfare with this tweet? Is he laughing at the fact that Infinite Warfare was an incomplete game, didn't come out with this GB integration until way late in the cycle, didn't even have leaderboards and stuff like that until way late in the cycle? Like, when I read this, I saw it as him taking shots at Infinite Warfare. And I don't know, like that's super savage if it's true. I could be completely reading this the wrong way, but I'm hoping that he's insinuating that Call of Duty World War II is going to be a complete game at launch. It's going to come with things like leaderboards. It's going to come with things like the Gamebattles integration. Like, that would be so crazy, guys. It would be so cool. And I know a lot of you guys are fans of Gamebattles. I know a lot of you guys probably haven't even tried it yet, and I feel like if it was integrated at the very start of the game, that would give a lot of people the chance to check it out and maybe fall in love with it like I did back in the day. So, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what happens. I'm really keeping my fingers crossed it's in there, but I just kind of found that tweet kind of funny. So, let me know what you guys think he meant by that tweet. I don't know, it feels like it could go both ways for me. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to catch you guys later. As we get more information about World War II, I will make sure to keep you guys updated. It's so cool because there's such a positive outlook this year. Like, finally, we have everybody actually really hyped about the game. The biggest concern that we have is the fact that people of certain races and genders are in the multiplayer, which, if that's our biggest problem, I'd say we're doing pretty well. So I'm hoping that with all this positivity and with all this good reception, we're going to start getting lots and lots more news and intel and live streams and stuff like that soon. So we'll have to wait and see what happens, but it's shaping up to be a pretty good year of Call of Duty. So hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to see you guys in our next video. And until then, have a great day, guys. Peace out.